a hidden gem in the Caucasus. Forget what you think you know about Europe. Hidden amongst the continent's lesser-known corners lies a land of ancient secrets, breathtaking landscapes, and surprisingly affordable luxury. This is Armenia, a country where you can live like royalty on a backpacker's budget, where world-class healthcare won't break the bank, and where the locals are so warm and welcoming, they might just pay you to visit. Join us as we journey to this captivating country and uncover the magic of Armenia. A land of ancient history and stunning landscapes, Armenia is located at the crossroads of Europe and Asia in the South Caucasus region. The country is bordered by Turkey to the west, Georgia to the north, Azerbaijan to the east, and Iran to the south. Step-packed, with an area of just about 30,000 square kilometers and a modest population of around 3 million people, Armenia is surrounded by majestic mountains and lush green valleys, creating a picture-perfect landscape. The climate in Armenia is ideal for those who enjoy both cool and warm weather, with hot summers and cold winters. Year-round, temperatures range from 5°C to 30°C, making it neither too hot nor too cold. Even on gloomy days, the weather doesn't feel harsh. Yerevan, capital with old-world charm, Yerevan, one of the oldest cities in the world, lies in the northeast of the Ararat Valley. Yerevan is 29 years older than Rome. In 2018, Yerevan celebrated its 2,800th anniversary. However, the city is not only steeped in history, but also a modern, dynamic hub as lively and advanced as Chicago, us. When you step into Yerevan, the capital of Armenia, it's like entering a vibrant world full of life, with cobblestone streets and unmistakable pale pink buildings made from a unique volcanic tuff stone found only here. Yerevan is the commercial and cultural center of Armenia, boasting many bookstores, museums, and theaters that enrich the local cultural life. Popular spots include upscale restaurants like Lavash and Dolmama, or luxury hotels like the Alexander and Radisson Blu Hotel Yerevan. If you prefer a cozy modern cafe atmosphere, Green Bean Coffee and the Club Yerevan are ideal choices. Though Armenia is known as one of the poorest countries in Europe, strolling through the streets of Yerevan, you'll feel a warmer, friendlier atmosphere than in cities like New York or Paris. Please take 5 seconds to subscribe to our channel. This would be a tremendous support for Global Life Discoveries, helping us bring you more exciting stories about different countries. Thank you so much. See a glimpse into daily life. In the early morning, as the sun rises, locals start their daily routines. You'll see buses priced at only 25 cents per ride, making them a popular and affordable mode of transportation. These crowded buses slowly cruise through the streets, sometimes with a puff of dust, painting a picture that feels both authentic and nostalgic. Along the sidewalks, street vendors begin to set up, offering fresh meat, fish, vegetables, traditional bread, and seasonal fruits like mangoes, pomegranates, grapes, almonds, apples, and plums. The vibrant fruit carts are always accompanied by beautiful bouquets of roses, chrysanthemums, and orchids. One charming aspect of these markets is the warm smiles and hospitality of the vendors. They'll offer you samples of their products without hesitation, and no matter how much you eat, they'll keep smiling. But we don't recommend you finish an entire cart of food. More surprisingly, prices here are half what they are in the US or neighboring countries. Fresh fruit ranges from $1 to $3, and beautiful bouquets cost only $2 to $5, an extremely reasonable price for both tourists and locals. Then the sights, sounds, and flavors of Yerevan will continue down the alleyways, and daily life becomes even more vibrant. Laughter rings out from small shops selling freshly baked lavash bread, and the scent of Aragats kebab wafts through the streets from kebab carts. The vendors not only serve food, but also ask how your trip is going, eagerly awaiting feedback on their dishes and your experience in Yerevan. Beauty and grace, a common sight on the streets, is groups of Armenian girls speaking English with foreign tourists. Their faces are marked by strong, defined features, high cheekbones, and deep-set eyes that exude both intelligence and mystery. Their olive-toned skin reflects their attention to appearance, and their thick, dark hair is often styled in ways that blend both tradition and modern trends. In terms of physique, Armenian women tend to be tall yet curvaceous, symbolizing a balance of strength and femininity. Art, culture, and the city's signature. You can't miss the sight of an elderly man standing beside a small cart, gently handling handcrafted goods as if each one were a precious piece of art. The brightly decorated ceramic pots, vibrantly woven rugs, and intricate silver jewelry, ranging from necklaces to rings, are all symbols of Armenia's rich cultural and historical traditions. Yerevan is also known for its many public water fountains, a signature of the city, so you don't need to carry a water bottle. Just drink from the fountains scattered throughout the city. The water is cool and refreshing. Every fountain has its own significance, so if you see a name on a fountain, it means someone dedicated it to a special person. Honesty and safety in the heart of the Caucasus. If you happen to lose your wallet in Yerevan, don't worry. There's a good chance a local will find it and return it to you. Armenians are famous for being the most honest and safe people in the South Caucasus, with little greed. Street performances, a unique cultural exchange. They often find lost items and quickly return them to their rightful owners. Want to make some money in Yerevan while you travel? Try being a street performer for a day. Parks and squares, like Republic Square, are always bustling with people, and street performances are warmly received by both locals and tourists. On weekends, the square attracts hundreds of thousands of people, including both locals and foreigners. You can borrow an old guitar from a local and showcase your musical talent, or try performing magic tricks with a few simple props. Armenians love art and won't hesitate to stop and tip you. An average street artist can make $1 to $20 in a few hours of performing, or even get treated to a meal. While the amount may not be large, it's sure to be an exciting and memorable experience during your trip. How would you feel about trying out this experience, or would you prefer selling food on the streets instead? Share your answer in the comments below. Yerevan after dark, jazz, wine, and nightlife. As sunset approaches, Yerevan lights up with bright lights and the nightlife comes alive. For travelers who enjoy a relaxing but artistic vibe, jazz cafes like Mezzo Classic House Club are the perfect destination. Not only will you enjoy the smooth jazz tunes, but also the cozy atmosphere where you can sip a cocktail and soak in the city's rich artistic ambiance. If you prefer sophistication and peaceful moments, visit wine bars like the Khan House, where you can savor Armenia's finest wines in a warm and rustic setting. You can listen to stories about Armenia's history and culture from the locals while enjoying every sip of the delicious wine. Armenian wine. If you're a wine lover, Armenia will be an ideal destination for you. Imagine sipping a fine wine made from ancient traditions that have existed for over 6,100 years. Armenia is one of the world's oldest wine-producing countries, with winemaking dating back to pre-recorded history. When you visit a famous wine bar like in Vino, offering over 800 types of wine from around the world, the stories of Armenia's winemaking seem to come to life. In Vino is not just a wine bar, it's a vast wine library where visitors can sample Armenian wines made from the famous Areni grape, which thrives in the harsh climate of the Ararat Valley. The intense and unique flavors of these wines are a result of the hot summer days and cool night temperatures of the region. If you visit Yerevan in the fall, don't miss the Areni Wine Festival, an annual event held in October that attracts over 10,000 visitors each year. This is a great opportunity to experience the entire wine production process, from grape picking and crushing to tasting the final product. Natural wonders and ancient sites. After exploring the vibrant life in Yerevan, your cultural and natural adventure in Armenia can continue with many outstanding destinations around the city, each offering unique experiences. Just a 30-minute drive from the capital, Yerevan, you'll find some of Armenia's most breathtaking spots. The Garni Gorge and Gegerd Monastery are perfect choices. Garni is famous for its basalt columns, which form stunning natural rock walls, often referred to as a masterpiece of nature. Here, you can go hiking, horseback riding along the Azat River, or explore hidden waterfalls in the forest. Nearby is the Gegerd Monastery, a UNESCO World Heritage Site built in the 4th century, where the rooms are carved directly into the rock, offering visitors a mystical and spiritual experience. Famous attractions. Lake Sevan, one of the world's largest freshwater lakes, is an ideal spot for outdoor activities. Its turquoise waters are surrounded by soft white sandy beaches. Visitors can enjoy kayaking, swimming, or simply relaxing under the sun. During the summer, the area is well known for outdoor barbecues, featuring grilled sturgeon, a local specialty of the Sevan region. Mount Aragats, standing 4,090 meters tall, is Armenia's highest peak. This dormant volcano, with its 4 main summits, is a perfect destination for hikers and those seeking to challenge themselves against nature's raw beauty. In summer, trails to the summit are lined with lush green grass and colorful wildflowers, creating a peaceful and dreamy landscape. In winter, Mount Aragats transforms into a snow-covered paradise, attracting skiing enthusiasts and winter sports lovers. Armenia boasts 4 national parks. Parslik and Dilijan National Park may be the most beautiful of the bunch. Established in 2002, this park is famous for its healing mineral springs and natural landmarks. Important cultural sites like Hagartsin Monastery, Goshavank, and Juktak Vank, as well as Medosevank Monastery and Anapat Church, are all located within the park's boundaries. The Extiv and Gedik River basins also run through Dilijan National Park. In addition to adventurous sports like hiking and skiing, Armenia is particularly famous for its intellectual sport. This game has been played since the 9th century and is documented in Armenian manuscripts dating back to the 12th and 13th centuries, preserved today at the Matinatarian Library. Armenia proudly boasts Tigran Petrosian, the 9th world chess champion, who held the title from 1963 to 1969. He's not only an icon in Armenian chess, but an inspiration for generations of young chess players. In modern Armenian education, chess has become a mandatory subject for first-grade students since 2011. The goal of including chess in the curriculum is to foster intellectual development, flexible thinking, and creativity in children. Under the leadership of President Serge Sargsyan, also the president of the Armenian Chess Federation, the country has achieved significant success on the international stage. The men's team won the European Championship in 1999, and the women's team triumphed in 2003. The men's team continued to win the Chess Olympiad in 2006 in Turin and 2008 in Dresden, as well as the World Team Championship in 2011 in Ningbo, China. Today, Yerevan Iranian, one of Armenia's finest chess players, consistently ranks among the top 3 in the world. According to the 5D rankings, his success and that of the Armenian national team have made chess a global symbol of Armenia. Challenges and opportunities. What makes this country labeled as one of the poorest in Europe, with a population of about 3 million and a GDP per capita of just around $4,500 per year in 2023, compared to the leading European country at $77,000 per year. The disparity is vast. Armenia relies heavily on remittances sent by its citizens working abroad. This dependence creates an economic network that, while fragile, sustains many families. Many men leave their families to seek work in neighboring countries like Russia and Georgia, sending a portion of their income home. These remittances are a lifeline for many households. Families typically consist of 3 to 5 members, but due to economic difficulties, the number of children in each family has decreased compared to previous generations, with many modern families having only 1 or 2 children, whereas older generations often had 3 to 7 children. For those looking to understand the economic dynamics of this country, observing the importance of international remittances is crucial. These remittances account for about 12 Armenia's GDP, with a total value reaching around $2 per year. Due to geographic limitations, trade in Armenia is primarily conducted overland through Georgia and Iran or via air routes. Trade barriers imposed by Armenia and Turkey complicate economic relations as the borders with these 2 countries have been closed since the 1990s. Despite these challenges, the Armenian people continue to pursue prosperity. Yerevan stands out as the main hub coordinating trade. Armenia's exports, like copper and precious metals, account for about 50% of total exports, while its products and tech services are becoming increasingly important. Amid these obstacles, Armenia is finding ways to enrich and diversify its economy. The lack of sea access, for instance, is offset by investments in technology and education, creating a highly skilled and creative workforce. Young Armenian entrepreneurs are constantly seeking new opportunities, whether in technology, tourism, or agriculture. For those looking to invest in Armenia, supporting these emerging sectors could be a path to success. Affordable living, healthcare, and education. Though Armenia may not be as wealthy as the US, or as highly educated as Canada or Denmark, this country is well suited for those looking to settle down, offering high-quality healthcare and education at a very affordable price. Healthcare costs in Armenia are about 70 to 80 lower than in the US. A typical doctor's visit at a private clinic in Yerevan costs only $10 to $15, while in the US, the fee for a similar visit can reach $100 to $150 before additional tests or fees. Although Armenia's healthcare system may lack cutting-edge technology, basic medical services are easily accessible and of good quality for both locals and tourists. Private hospitals and clinics often employ highly trained doctors, 60 to 80 of whom were educated in European countries or Russia. When it comes to education, Armenia is also significantly more affordable than the US tuition at public universities in Armenia ranges from $1,000 to $2,500 per year, up to 90 lower than tuition at US universities, where students pay between $20,000 and $50,000 per year for similar programs. For example, at Yerevan State University, one of Armenia's largest universities, tuition for engineering or medical programs costs only about $2,000 to $3,000 per year, while prestigious U.S. schools like Harvard or Stanford may charge up to $50,000 per year. Furthermore, Armenia places great emphasis on developing students' thinking skills through unique programs like chess. If you've watched this far, we truly appreciate it. You're likely interested in this topic, so please subscribe to Dare Dickover, like, and share the video with others. This will motivate us to bring you more fascinating stories from around the world. Thank you so much! Alongside the cost of education and healthcare, Armenia is a place where you can comfortably spend just $60 a day, making it an attractive option for those considering expat life in Armenia. Rent in Yerevan, the capital, is much cheaper than in major Western cities. A one-bedroom apartment in the city center typically costs between $300 to $500 per month, while utilities such as electricity, water, and heating average around $50 to $70 monthly. Public transportation is also inexpensive, with a monthly bus pass costing about $10. Food expenses are another area where expat life in Armenia becomes financially comfortable. For example, a kilogram of tomatoes or potatoes costs less than $1. Groceries, including basics like bread, milk, and eggs, are highly affordable compared to many European countries. Healthcare is another sector where Armenia shines in affordability. A regular doctor's visit typically costs around $10 to $15, with private medical services available at rates far below those in Western nations. So, additional small expenses, such as mobile phone plans and internet, are also affordable, with monthly plans for unlimited data and calls costing between $5 to $10. For example, a loaf of bread costs around 50 cents, while a liter of milk is typically $1. Fresh produce at local markets is also inexpensive, with a kilogram of apples costing about $1.20 and a dozen eggs priced around $1.50. Beyond the basics, other small daily costs are quite reasonable. A cup of coffee at a cafe will set you back about $2, and a local beer costs roughly $1.50 to $2. Entertainment options, such as movie tickets, are also affordable, averaging $4 to $5 per ticket. For those navigating expat life in Armenia, personal care and small luxury items are similarly budget-friendly. A basic haircut costs around $5 to $10, while a fitness club membership averages $20 to $30 per month. We've explored life in Armenia together. Thank you for joining us through the end of today's travel documentary. We hope you'll continue to follow Dare Dickover channel on our next world adventures. See you next time.